Welcome back to the What Everybody podcast. On today's episode, Ryan and Jonny talk about stuff. They messed up Johnny's breakfast sandwich again. Disrespectful performers doing disrespectful things. Do you pee in the shower? Who knows and who cares? So with no further ado, Ryan and Jonny.
Hey, buddy, not to revisit old topics, but go like this and explain yourself for me, please. Explain.
I even took one off.
For those listening, Jonny has 5 Band-Aids. 5? Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's actually
5.
only 4 giant ones. 3 giant ones and 1 small one.
On his... Explain.
I recorded 20 tracks for my roommate over the last 3 days.
All right.
My hands are destroyed. That's what happened. I played a shit ton of songs, and it was in between the 2 days. I recorded 3 days, but in between day 1 and 2, I had this rehearsal where I practiced like close to 40 songs. By the end of that rehearsal, I had holes, like fucking straight up holes in my hands. So I covered these up so that when I could record, because there was no playing anymore with open wounds. Like, if you notice, these are also padded.
I mean, this is obviously you build calluses, but how do your hands cut open? I mean, like with guitar, like your fingers will bleed when you start playing, but then you build calluses. You could play for 8 hours and doesn't do anything.
They're all calloused.
Lighter to it.
They blistered under the callus because it was hot. I was recording. Because we were recording, we didn't put the air on them. Because I was sweating so much, it created blisters underneath my callus.
Oh, so you turn the air off whenever you're recording, but you turn the air on when you do a podcast.
Yeah, because I sit here.
Buddy,
it's funny.
Give me the respect that you give other people.
Well, I don't want to fucking sweat my ass off like that. I'm going to need more Band-Aids.
I don't want to edit air out of your audio track. We both do what we got to do.
Oh, God, dude. All right, cool. Next time, all right? Next time. Not doing it right now. Not doing it right.
Oh, I'm on the verge of having a cranky day. And
you and me both.
I'm going to joke my way through it. Why are you cranky?
Well, because you texted me and said, I am a few minutes behind. And right after you did that, I had just driven by the Yum Yums. And when I was driving by Yum Yums, I thought to myself, I want to get an egg and bacon sandwich, but I'm late, so I'm going. But then I hit the next stoplight, and I saw your text saying you were a few minutes behind. I was like, perfect. I will go back and get this egg and bacon sandwich. Because when I drove by it, there was nobody there. Of course, Murphy's Law. I go, and there's people there. Tons of them. All of a sudden, there's nobody in this place. Now the place is packed. Fine. No big deal. No big deal. I'll wait my turn. Ryan Harris is running late. It's fine. I was running late originally.
Yeah, we can't get mad at each other for running a couple minutes late.
I'm not mad.
We both do. I'm not either. We both do it, and it's just like...
I'm mad at the motherfuckers at Yum Yums, bro. We're going to get to that, okay? So I ordered egg and bacon on a sesame seed bagel. No cheese. Yeah. Specifically say no cheese. Hear the lady tell the cook girl, no cheese. Okay, so I know better these days. I've learned my lesson through the years. You watch. You watch them make it, because if you don't, something like this is going to happen, where the cashier lady...
How do you watch them make it? Yeah,
because like it's like a donut shop, this place. So like it's just
I know Yum Yums. I drove past it every day, but I don't. How do you watch them make your sandwich?
Because they're right in front of you. They're right in front of you. It was right there. Yeah. I could see. So I knew to watch. I saw what exactly happened, which was the lady put cheese on it. And the cashier lady looked at her and goes, no, that's no cheese. And what did she do? She took the melted cheese and just pulled it off. That's an effing problem for me, because it's melted. It's on my shit. It tastes like it. It's going to smell like it. So I got to do what I got to do. This is like one of the only times I'll ever fib in the world. And is that I say that I'm allergic to cheese, because if I don't say that I'm allergic to cheese, people do not take you seriously. Think you're an asshole.
Just makes it easier for you just to be like, I can't eat it.
Right. As soon as you say you're allergic to it, they think they're going to kill you, and they don't want that on their hands.
Well, now they don't want to lose their job or go out of business or whatever. So now they take it seriously.
I see her pull it off, and the cashier was okay with it. I'm like, whoa, hold up. No, I'm allergic to cheese. That ain't going to fly. I need a whole new one. Nope. So the lady, the cashier was actually pretty cool. She knew by telling her I was allergic to cheese, she even went and washed the knife without me asking, that they've been cutting all this shit with. To make a long story short, in the end, the lady gave me an attitude because I was annoyed that I had to wait fucking 15 minutes for a bagel while I'm watching all these people come and go in front of me after they arrived after me. But I got my sandwich right.
Good. Well,
welcome to my world. This is what happens every day. So like an everyday thing with me.
Well,
fucking horrible.
Let me Let me share something with you. I found an article yesterday that I wanted to bring up to you, and it sort of goes well with your story.
Just so you know, the air's not even on right now.
Good.
I think I got to take my sweatshirt off, though. It's getting hot here. I just worked myself up with that story.
Check this out, dude.
Dude, that looks awesome.
This person, it's called, awful name. INAE Cakes. NA Cakes, however you say that, whatever.
There's got to be there's something unique to that. That can't be that bad.
Sure. Yeah, but also, hey, pick a name that people can pronounce. But check this out. They make cakes that look like different foods. So that would
make me angry because I thought you just pulled up ribs and I was stoked. I'm like, man, those. It looks
like
so
it looks exactly like ribs,
and
then you go to the next. Yeah, it looks like good ribs, and you go to the next picture, and it's a cake.
Oh wow! Look at that. How cool!
How cool is that?
But how do they make the bones? I wonder how they make the bones.
Check this out, dude. It's a full turkey. It's a full turkey. It looks like a turkey, and then they cut it open, and it's cake.
I think, cool to be honest with you, it's really, really cool. But I would be completely disappointed because, like, I'm looking at that. The first one was ribs. I was like, man, that makes me want ribs. And then, like, I'd be like, yeah, ribs. And then it'd be like a chocolate cake. I'd be like, I thought I was getting turkey. I didn't want chocolate cake.
It almost trips your senses out where you're thinking about savory and it goes to the sweet, or you're thinking, I don't know, that might be the wrong way of saying it, but you're thinking about the actual food and then it goes to dessert. But I thought that was cool.
It's totally cool. It just that would irritate me though. Hey, on a side note,
what if you order an egg sandwich and it was like you got it at Yum Yums though, so it like comes back as an actual donut that looks like an egg sandwich.
I would have thrown it at the lady. Like seriously,
that would have tripped you out. That would have it would have been like
made me mad.
You would visually see something break.
All right, Harris. If we want to get real, I mean. I've been really on edge lately, okay? Like, it's just been a thing.
I could tell, dude. And I could feel it bringing it out in me. Speak. Vent.
Well, you can feel I'm on edge all the time, or you just feel it today?
Today.
Yeah. Man, I'm just...
It's okay.
Oh, hey, we'll bring a fucking real podcast today. I'm just stressed, dude. I'm just like stressed. Like the world ain't going back to normal. And every time I think we're about back to normal, this new fucking thing pops up, you know? And it's like,
now you gotta stay away from the Omicron.
Yeah, dude. Like, isn't that a fish? Why'd they name the new variant after a fish? You know?
Yeah. Where do the names come from? One's Delta. And then the other one is like some exotic Terminator bio creature.
Delta's real easy because it traveled over here on Delta Airlines. That's how come that happened.
Is that how it got named that?
No, I just thought it was a good answer.
That's not how it got. Okay. All right. I just totally fell for that dumbass story. I tell you what, though, I'm more afraid of Omicron than Delta. The word. The word. The word Omicron sounds more scary than Delta.
Well, yeah, because they do say that it does sound more scary, but they do say that the Delta, this variant, it doesn't appear to be as strong. It just spreads quicker, which is scary.
That's good to hear.
Well, I mean, it's scary for the unvaccinated.
That's good to hear.
That is good to hear. It is good to hear because it's not as deadly, and it's not as deadly probably because people are vaccinated. And listen, this will be my last time I'll say this.
You don't have to make it your last time, dude, because if everybody would go get vaccinated, the variants would be weaker and we would still have variants, but they wouldn't be affecting people as much. And I'm tired of it. I want to go back to normal.
Yeah. And I'm sick of the people.
We're on the same page, dude.
The people who complain the most about this thing not going away are the people who are not vaccinated.
Where's that come from that you know that?
Well, it comes from watching the news. It comes from just talking to people, the people who call it a hoax, and I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing that, and I want to get back to normal, and why are the gas prices like this, and why is this like that, why is like that? I don't know, asshole. Why don't you go get a goddamn vaccination? And then as soon as everybody's vaccinated and this is still a problem, then say the shit you're saying.
There's so many dummies on this planet, and and going through times like this really just shows you who's dumb from who's not dumb.
Yeah.
What do I mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Ryan?
Let me ask you that. Let me ask you that.
You're forming
Ryan, hold on. Ryan, what do you mean by that?
like forming opinions from people who are doing opposite that you're doing.
And are doing it for money.
Following leaders and voting for people that aren't your friend, dude. They aren't inviting you to Thanksgiving.
They wouldn't even talk to you.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah. So you mix that into with the fact that, just when you think the world's getting back to normal, you know what I mean? You got to wonder.
This is going to be an angry one today, dude.
Yeah, no, but you just got to wonder, like, you and I both, we have, I have tours for 2 bands that are supposed to happen this summer, and it's really up in the air. Like, that shit's really like, I still got to sit here and go, man, this shit may get rescheduled
at that
again.
Point, to next summer, summer 2022 is going to be like
3 years.
That'll be over 2 years of it. Yeah,
dude. If we play Helge this summer, we were supposed to play it 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's been rescheduled
twice. I'm glad they're still doing it because.
Well, who was supposed to be on it this year?
How many festivals went straight up out of? Oh yeah. Hank Gronhill was supposed to be on it. And he passed away.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, that'd have been cool, man. Hey, I don't mean to set the tone,
dude. I'm with you, man.
For an angry ass negative podcast, but I found a dummy.
God, let me guess. Is he unvaccinated?
Wow.
Bring that shit back around.
You tell me, bud. So there's a girl opening a bottle. She's shaking it as she opens it. 3rd time's a charm, right in the face. Like, here, let me.
That wasn't that bad, though.
But why did they aim it right at their face? Look, and to the face.
You almost got to hear You almost have to hear the pop to
the laugh. Reaction. Yeah, the smack of the bottle cap in her chin, right here.
You know what, dude? It'd be great if she cracked herself in the. At the same time, she fucking explodes in her face, but she's shaking it up and down like this. If she like cracked herself in the kneecap, or was like hits herself in the fucking face with the cork, and then like smashes her kneecap, she's like, ah!
Chips your tooth with the bottle cap.
Oh, totally, man.
So when people are trying to open things, they aim it at one of 2 things. You know what those 2 things are, Johnny?
Their face
and their
dick. Their face or dick. And we've seen videos of both of them getting hit. Do you have any more of those? Because I could use that today. I could use
dummy.
It. Yo, dummy.
That was the only dummy that I found, and I wish I did find more. But people don't crack themselves in the face and the nuts every day, so I guess there's only so many videos out there.
No, I'm sure I can find.
That's it. That's totally bullshit. People crack themselves in the nuts every day.
I'm gonna just I got cracked in the nuts. I'm just gonna Google that. Got cracked
Google
in the nuts.
I got cracked in the nuts. Search.
There's a movie called Cracked Nuts.
Cracked Nuts
from 1931.
It's probably really good.
Yeah.
Your life.
The pain, dude, the pain caused by a kick in the balls should subside within an hour or so. Pain that lingers more than an hour or is accompanied by other symptoms can be a sign of serious injuries that requires immediate treatment. Go to the nearest emergency department or urgent care center if you have pain for more than an hour. That's a fucking terrible thing to say.
101. Common sense. 101.
But you know why that's not a fair assessment? I've been kicked in the nuts one time. It lasted longer than an hour.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any damage. Well, brain damage maybe.
Well, the actual initial pain doesn't last for an hour, but it's like the after effects last for longer than that.
That ball stomach ache does not go away for quite a while.
No. By the way, what did you just Google?
I got hit in the nuts. That's what I Googled. What to do if you land on your balls. I mean, these are just great. I can't believe we've never done this before.
What to do if you land on your balls.
On your balls. To feel better, you can take a pain reliever, lie down, gently support the testicles with supportive underwear, and apply in bold letters, and apply wrapped ice packs to the area. It's a good idea to avoid strenuous activity for a while and take it easy for a few days.
This is the decline of our society. Go to Google and ask it, and it gives you these dumbass questions.
When should you go to the doctor after getting hit in the balls?
When, Google? When should I go?
But get to a doctor right away.
And they give you a paragraph of an answer. Hey, Google, the answer is one word, immediately.
Right. If the pain doesn't let up or you have extreme pain that lasts longer than an hour, you're swelling or bruising of the scrotum or a puncture of the scrotum or testicle. Oh, God. You could continue to have nausea and vomiting. See, ladies, this is what happens when you kick a dude in the balls.
Listen, let's not make it a gender battle.
Well, I mean, guys
ladies
usually
have
don't.
Problems of their own.
Dudes usually don't kick dudes in the balls.
Yeah,
it's just like a fucking thing. Guys don't do it. The only time guys do it is when a ginormous man is like beating the shit out of you. Sometimes you might just have to grab him by the dick.
I've never kicked anyone in the balls.
Me neither. Who would do that? That's horrible.
A child. I think a child would do it.
You remember the first time you ever got punched in the stomach? I'll never forget that. I was in an elementary school fucking auditorium thing. Some dude just thought it was funny to punch me in the stomach, and I was just like, oh, it was the worst thing, the biggest panic ever. We essentially
cough it out. Hey, don't worry, I'm not here. Cough it out.
I move away from this as if this is going to help your sound. You're getting this.
Dear Google. Hang on a second. I'm Googling something. Dear Google, what does it mean when I can't stop coughing?
You're going to die. What's it say?
Google says if I don't stop coughing within an hour and there's still pain in my stomach, seek medical attention immediately.
I'll try to get kicked in the balls again. You want to speak of a whole yo dummy league? What is the worst sports league in America? If you had to guess what the worst
sports league in America, the worst sports league in what do you mean by that? Explain your question.
Okay, let me ask this then. Not including soccer, the four major sports, what is the least popular?
Basketball, hockey, baseball, football. What's the least popular? I would guess baseball.
Yes.
Even though I like baseball?
No. Okay, so baseball, the least popular sport in America.
Is that true, or is this all bro science, dude? Or are you going somewhere with this?
I'm pretty sure that is actually true, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And if it's not true, well, I will say this, that their numbers for a league are the lowest they've ever been. So whether that lowest point of baseball is like makes it worse than the other leagues, I don't know. But for baseball standards, it is the lowest. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about baseball. So what does baseball decide to do yesterday? They decide to go on a baseball strike. Here's a league that nobody Here's a league that nobody
baseball's in off season right now.
Yeah, but they can't come with an agreement. They can't come with an agreement for their fucking players. So they're like it's at a strike. They started a strike today. They're I don't know. Spring training's supposed to start in like a month. I don't know. It's about money. Okay. Whatever the case is, you're missing the point. Who gives a shit about the season? Because I don't care about baseball. Who plays 162 fucking games in a season and expects everybody to care? Give me the last 30. That's it. You know. Anyway, back to my point.
Look at hockey. Hockey's just the same. I'm not okay. Let me explain that comment. Hockey's a very long season and it keeps people's attention. Basketball, very long season.
It's exactly
football.
Right.
Wish football was a longer season, but the players probably it would be bad for their health.
And it's a longer season this year than it has ever been. They had an extra week, but hockey and basketball are exactly half the amount of games. They're both 82 games, so they play half the amount as baseball in a longer period of time from October to April.
Dude.
October to April.
60.
162 games. They play like every day. They get like a day off a week.
Yeah.
Okay. So they decide they're going to go on strike. You're going on strike. Right. Like, why would you do this to your league? Why would you sit there and be like, we are hurting. Nobody watches our games on TV. Nobody buys tickets. Nobody buys merchandise. I got a great idea. Let's just blow the whole fucking thing up and have a strike so nobody really cares because we're a bunch of greedy fucks on top of it.
Well, I mean,
What do
the
you think
nature
about
of
that?
a strike, the nature of a strike in itself is that two sides don't agree on
Right, but
on
you
a
would think
contract.
that
So that's what.
the owners being that they're losing so much money would be smart enough to say, you know what, give the players what they fucking want. Because the reality of it is, we're not going to have a fucking business 10 years from now if they keep running it like
I
this.
don't think they care. I don't think they care at all.
That's unfortunate.
Look at the Pirates. Look at the Pittsburgh Pirates, my home team.
They've
I want to root for them. They
haven't been good in
don't
40 years.
give a shit about anything other than making money. They get a good
But
player.
they suck.
and
How do
send
they
them
make
off to
money? How do they make
They
money?
get a
They
good
suck.
player. They get a good player. They send them off to a team that pays them down the road. How do they make money if they suck? They could.
Let
make
me ask you a
more.
question.
That's all.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you affected? I am so affected when the Philadelphia Eagles lose. It fucks up my whole week. The Eagles lost last week
I
to the
used to be
worst
like
team
that.
ever. The worst team ever. It's just like I can't get in. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm just. My whole week has been screwed because of this. This mood. I'm this angry still because of Sunday and the fucking disappointment of that bullshit.
You're
loser
shouting
team.
a lot today, man.
I'm so angry,
making-
Ryan Harris. I'm
shouting
angry
a
about
lot.
everything.
Do this.
I'm
Do
angry
this.
about
Do
everything. And if I could get
can
real
tell.
on this podcast, which I can't, because if I was going to get completely personal, I would just fucking spill the goddamn glass out here on the table. But unfortunately,
Don't
I
do
can't
that. You'll
because
break your computer.
that's airing
break
too
your
much.
computer.
You're right. You're right. Because then I'll have to get a new computer and make it the worst week.
I'm
But
trying to help
I
you
can't-
out.
I
but
can't air out
get
my
a
laundry
word
here.
in. I
'cause I'm
can't get a
angry.
word in.
I'm angry.
Hey, everybody. We got Shoutin' Johnny. Welcome, Shoutin' Johnny. Ryan wants to say, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'll shut up now. It's probably best.
I'm going to help you. You can't control certain things. So if the Eagles lose, if your beloved Eagles lose, you can't let it have repercussion over your life. It means nothing to you if they win versus lose, other than makes you happy if they win. Does nothing to your bank account, does nothing to your health, does nothing
Well,
to
it
your
does. It
relationships.
does something to my health. You're wrong about that. It fucks with my mental health really bad. It sets the tone for the whole weekend. Let me tell you something.
Let me help your.
Let
Let me
me
help
explain
your mental
real
health.
quick. Let me just
help
explain.
your mental. Whoa, 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 whoa! Shut up! I'm not gonna let you talk.
Go ahead.
Well, now I forgot my point. You're a dick.
You're gonna help me
I
with
forgot,
something.
man. Yeah, you said it's good for your mental health whenever
I said it's not good for me.
they win. No, it's good for your mental health when they win. Well, it's better for your mental health whenever you're able to let go of the fact that team does nothing for you. Anyway, that's what worked for me. I used to get super upset whenever.
But you barely watch now, so you had to like take the full tilt.
I barely. I watch every week.
The full tilt was like, I don't care anymore.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I care.
It doesn't mean I
live for
don't
this
watch
shit.
it. It doesn't mean I don't watch
Live
it.
for this. No, man, it just set the tone. It was like them losing everything that could have gone wrong this week. I broke a fucking bass drum head last night on track 20 with fucking 12 measures left to go in this.
Explain
It's
that.
20
to
songs.
anyone that's never done.
Okay. And okay.
Explain that.
20 songs is a lot of songs to record. Okay. But let me tell you something about bass drum heads. They don't break. They just don't break, man. Like I'll have a bass drum head for a fucking couple of years. They don't break. I had this one a couple of months. Fucking thing. I'm seriously like 2 measures. I guess no, it was 12 measures.
Is that
12
the kick
measures.
side or is that the kick side or is that the outside?
No, the kick side. I was 12 measures away from finishing the 20th song of 20. And there it goes. It just
Did you have another one?
No. I
Oh,
did
it sucks. So how'd you finish?
it.
It'd be like almost being done with all your guitar tracks. You break strings and new strings.
I'm hoping because of modern technology, modern technology can just do a cut and paste from somewhere else in the song.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Because otherwise, dude, we had to break it down. I had to, Sundog's coming back today, so I wanted to make sure this room wasn't like a disaster when he got back.
Messed, trashed, yeah.
He would have been having, but it's just been a rough
So
week.
why don't they break? What is it about a bass drum head that doesn't?
They're just
doesn't break
thicker.
easy?
They're thicker. They're not taking constant beatings like a snare drum head or something.
Yeah. So it'd be like on a guitar. It's like if you break the higher strings because they're thinner, you don't really break.
It's like okay. I guess the best way to do it would be like if you broke a string, like literally within
play a bass or something.
Yeah. Breaking a bass string within 3 days of getting the goddamn bass string.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that made sense too.
Nobody, but it's still. I mean,
hey man, I'm here for me.
I need a place to let it all out.
I'm here for me. You're either with me or against me. I want to hear your opinion on this. This is not a news story. This happened a while back, but it's been something that I wanted to bring up that we just haven't.
Well, that makes it good because it's not in the news anymore. We'll bring it back.
So there's this band called Brass Against, and they do like Rage Against the Machine covers, but the music is all like brass instruments. So it's like Rage Against the Machine covers. It's all brass instruments, but they got.
Is there video footage of this?
I'm not saying they got popular. They were doing that. What was that festival in Florida like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago or whatever? But this chick pulls a guy out from the audience to piss on him.
What? Is that legal?
Yeah,
it's legal.
I don't.
If I did that, I'm going to jail.
I don't know if anything happened to her.
And I'm also getting a hashtag Me Too, even if it was a guy.
Yeah. But check this out. There's a video of it.
I want to see it. Bring this up. This is amazing. When did this happen? A couple weeks ago?
2-3 weeks ago.
Brass Against issues apology after singer Sophia Urista pees on fan's face during festival set. That shit's crazy.
Look, watch.
Was the dude into it?
Look, watch. So she pulls this guy up. He's got a GoPro on his head, like videotaping her.
She say turn it off? What is she doing?
She's singing the song.
That is insane, man.
Well, wait, watch. It's like a fire hose.
I don't know what I think about that. That's fucking intense. That was intense.
Here's what I think about that. First of all, awful music, right? I mean,
well, it's Rage Against the Machine. It was just Rage Against the Machine.
No, Rage Against the Machine is awesome, but Rage Against the Machine, all in horns, it's just annoying. It's like, is that what people want to see?
I can't.
Is that what people want to see?
The fact that if that's what's catching your attention here, that's what's killing me. It's like I was not even listening to the music. I'm like, this chick's pulling her pants down on stage. She's gonna piss on this dude's face. What the fuck? I didn't even hear the song.
Yeah.
The fact that you were able to listen to that is impressive. To listen to the song while that was happening.
Well, I was able to multitask. I could hear it and then see her fire hose stream.
Dude, that was crazy. Like that wasn't just like a dribble. That was like she's been holding it in all day.
That was
Man. What was the end result of that? What was the end result of that? They issued an apology. Can we hear the apology? Can we hear the apology? I want to see the apology. How do you apologize to that? We want to apologize for urinating on our fan's face. Like, come on, pull it up, please.
But also, let me ask you, how's that really any different from Ozzy killing a bat, Alice Cooper killing a chicken, 57 other examples you could probably think of that people probably were like, that was weird.
That was weird. It's not assault. That's fucking straight up assault.
But the guy was willing. The guy wasn't.
The guy was all right at first, but then you saw at one point he's he's like drowning under there. Like he was just like he started.
Yeah,
like,
it got
fucking-
aggressive. It started out with a little bit of pee, and then it got really aggressive.
For like 30 seconds, it wouldn't stop. I was like, "Oh my god!"
And then she's singing a Rage Against the Machine song, so there's anger in there, like to begin with.
Yeah, man. I don't know. At that point, I mean, what? That's just. You're not going to show me the apology. I want to know how they backed out of this one. I really do, because like that's unlike anything I've ever seen.
I didn't look it up, but let's see. Let's ask. You know what? Let's continue with today's theme of Johnny Googles.
Johnny Googles. You want me to do it? What's the name of that band?
Yeah. Dear Google. I'm going to tell you exactly what to type in. You type in exactly what I say. Is there any documentation?
Do I have to write, hey, Google, or just, no?
You don't have to. Okay. Wow. We're going. Okay. Right. Is there any documentation?
Is there any documentation
of Brass Against apologizing?
Brass Against apologizing
for
I think I spelled that wrong.
Aggressively peeing on their fans. The only reason I'm humoring this is I want to see what Google's suggested questions are.
Oh yeah, let's look at those. Let's look at those first. Who did Brass Against pee on? Who peed on a fan on stage? What singer peed on someone? Who was the lead singer of Brass Against? That's the most intriguing one. Who is it? Sophia Urista in Daytona Beach, in Rockville Fest, Daytona Beach. Of course, that's where it happened. In an apology on social media, the band said that lead singer Urista got carried away and wasn't something their fans would see again at their shows. The band also said that what happened was profoundly unexpected. We had a great time last night at Welcome to Rockville. Sophia got carried away. That's not something the rest of us expected, and it's not something you'll see again at our shows. Thanks for bringing it last night, Daytona. That's a lame-ass apology. That's their management saying, listen, you guys are going to get in a lot of fucking trouble if you do that shit. You get up there and you apologize. Yeah. And the band was probably like, I would have been so mad. Could you imagine if Candace did that? I'd be like, Candace, you're a fucking asshole. After I probably laughed for the first 20 seconds. But then I would think she was a fucking asshole.
Here's the problem with that kind of press. Any press is good press or whatever.
There's no such thing as bad press, though.
Now people know of them because of that. So they're going to come to the show to see that. And they just said, we're not doing that anymore. They apologized for the gimmick.
All right, so okay, but check it out.
Do you see my question?
Yeah, but let me tell you this. If you said to me, hey, dude, that band with the chick who pissed on that dude's face is playing tonight. They say they're not going to piss on people anymore, but like, do you want to go see? I would go for no other reason than like, I got to go see the band who just fucking pissed on some dude's face.
Be honest with me. You're going because you kind of want to see her pee on somebody, though.
Yeah. Not necessarily, because I don't know if I want to see that. That disturbed me. I'm not going to lie. I was
trying to trap you, expose you for your pee fetish.
No, I'm trying to. I'm trying to. It's so funny. I'm trying to play a devil's advocate on. There's just because they said they're not going to do it anymore, I still think it'll help with concert tickets. I still think that their thing worked. I think she pushed the envelope. That really is the modern day version of fucking Ozzy biting a bat off somebody, a bat's head off. But the difference is he didn't bite the head off a human. I mean, there was a level of disrespect there. Like if I was that dude, I'd be pissed. I'd sue the band. I'd be like, that's fucking fucked up. I'd sue the festival. I'd sue the band. That's fucked up. That guy could get sick. That power of that piss definitely went in his mouth. He didn't have time to stop it.
He willingly did that, though.
He willingly got up there and laid down. He didn't willingly say, piss on my face.
That guy laid down thinking he was going to get a little bit of a sprinkle, and he got an angry fire hose.
He probably laid down, thought he was just going to get flashed, probably. He's got it on his GoPro. I want to see that dude's footage.
That's the footage to get a hold of, man. The
That's
guy
what
had a
I wanna
GoPro
see.
on his head. The guy had a GoPro on his head while he's getting peed on.
You know what, though? Hey.
Where's the footage, Johnny? Where's the footage?
Listen. Hold on a second. Right. Do you ever think maybe that was just fucking straight up set up?
Yeah. I believe we've been
Did you ever
this.
think for a second?
Ryan doesn't believe shit.
Did you ever think for a second with the power of that piss that maybe that wasn't really pee and they just fucking set it up where she fucking sat? Like, I mean, seriously, think about it. Fucking show business. Think it's hard to make it look like somebody's taking a piss? She never pulled her pants down to her ankles. She held it in the front. She could have totally had something in the front to fucking shoot.
Nah, she was peeing on him, dude. She was peeing on him.
That was fucking powerful, man. That was a fire hose. I want that guy's footage.
Yeah.
How do we get it? How do we get that guy's footage? How do we find out who? There we go. Google. Who was the dude who got peed on?
Google. Who was the guy that got peed on? I'm not kidding, dude. Type this in. Don't type Google, but type in Google. Who was the man that got aggressively peed on? Looks at your related questions.
Police report was filed. Fucking
By
damn
him?
right it was. Yeah, damn fucking right it was. God damn it, good.
That guy filed
Good.
a police report then.
Fuck yeah. Looks like it. A police report was reportedly filed in Daytona, Florida after Braskins singer called a fan onto stage, had him lie down, then seemingly urinated on his face as the band played. The incident occurred on November 11th when the mostly brass band known for covering hard rock hits was performing Rage Against the Machine tune Wake Up. Eurista, who impressed Judge Miley Cyrus when she auditioned for the popular TV show The Voice in 2016, is seen on video lowering her pants and then crouching over an enthusiastic fan and introducing fans to a new form of live streaming. That's funny. Consequence reports that...
Now that's just good wording.
Yeah, right. Consequence reports that Eurista singled out the willful audience member who joined her on stage after saying, "I gotta pee, I can't make it to the bathroom, so we might as well make a show out of it." When a fan complained to police, she was advised to file a report and did so. When a fan complained to police, she was advised...
so the guy didn't file the report. Someone watching filed the report. That's super Karen.
It is illegal in Florida for a person to expose his or her sexual organs in public or on private premises. There to be seen for such private premises in a vulgar or incident manner. An indecent exposure charges carries a maximum punishment of... Dude, that's fucking lame. It wasn't even that guy.
That's super Karen, dude. That's so lame.
That is fucking so lame. The most punk rock thing I've seen in a long time, wrote one commenter. Keep up the great work. I'm going to have to catch the act. One social media pundit simply wrote, disgusting. Another commentator saw an opportunity. Why would you pee on that man? She tweeted at Eurista. And are people really paying to get peed on? Because I will definitely pee on you. DM me. The band says on the website. The band says on the website.
All right, we got it. They got in trouble.
That's wrong on so many levels. And once again, this goes back to that weird double standard, doesn't it?
Devil's advocate. They're covering Rage Against the Machine songs. I know that. Now, you know what? Even that's wrong because that's not what they were angry about.
No, man, listen. Like, what I mean by that double standard is...
Alice Cooper killed a chicken.
I have a question for you, Ryan Harris. That was an interesting thing that we both think that was probably a publicity stunt. What happens if that is a man lead singer, pulls a female fan onto stage and pisses all over her face?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Also,
how come I have not heard about this until you brought it to my attention?
It's just a different situation. It's way more aggressive if a guy does that to a girl.
What's the difference?
The whole physical dynamic.
What the fuck do you mean by that? The physical dynamic. Piss is piss. Human face is human face.
Right. That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
That's all you got. All right, well.
That's all I got. Hey, I'm sorry that Yum Yum didn't make you a good egg sandwich, bud.
Sandwich wasn't bad. It was just the road to the finished product that was bad. You know, Yum Yum. Backwards would be Moi Moi. Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
I don't know. Muay Thai, bow tie, wear a tie. You want to play some questions? Ask questions, or are we just gonna say?
I'll do it. Do you have anything that you would like? What's the premise of the questions?
I don't want to stop talking because I mean it's making me forget about everything else going on in the world that I hate.
We can keep talking, but I want to wrap up. We can keep talking, but I want to wrap up the podcast.
Okay.
Because, dude,
do we have anything?
Busy guy. Busy guy.
Anything?
Shit to do. Let's try to wing a game.
All right. Let's involve a game that includes wings. Favorite airline, Ryan Harris, go. And why?
I'm a Southwest guy. That's why Southwest. Because you get 2 bags.
Does it
people
bother
complain
you?
People complain about the whole boarding process with Southwest, but it just
Well, that was my question is,
whatever.
does it bother you not knowing what seat you're going to have when you get on an airplane?
Yeah, of course.
That would give me anxiety.
I put up with that knowing that I have 2 bags. What's yours?
I tend to be an American Airlines guy. That's where my frequent flyer card is, so I just like use it. That'd
have been great if you were like, never touch this stuff. I go Greyhound.
How do you get overseas? Boats.
Have you ever taken a bus like Greyhound or anything like that?
Yes.
It is sketchy.
It was horrible. It's horrible.
Okay, so you had the experience too. Although the double standard that is you and I, we're in the middle of Sweden on a train.
That's a different kind of train.
Yeah, we got lost.
That's a great story. There's video footage of that on my Instagram. I did a tour diary about it.
Tell the story, because it's a fun story.
We're in Sweden. We go down to have a couple of drinks with a friend, and we decide that we're going to go to a very
Malmo, right?
Right, a very Swedish place called TGI Fridays, and we could have gone to all these cool places. We went to fucking Fridays. Coming home, Ryan and I weren't paying attention, and we went past our train stop and ended up on some fucking stop where we got off, and it literally was in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, there was nothing around. I remember you and I were just like, it was such a bad scenario to be in that all we could do was laugh, because, like, what else are we going to do?
Yeah.
We got a train, though.
It probably was a bad scenario, but I guess my mindset, I was just like,
We weren't going to get mugged. We know that much.
Wasn't worried. Yeah. I mean, it sucked. We're in the middle of Sweden. And it's like, what time?
Thank God it was August. It was August, so it wasn't cold.
Yeah, it wasn't cold, but all our signs to figure out where the heck we are written in Swedish. Yeah, you're up. It's your question.
My question, involving wings. Your favorite type of bird and why?
Well, my favorite type of bird would probably be like a toucan, because I just think they're unique.
What is
it's
that?
Like the thing with the long beak. Toucan Sam.
Isn't that a pelican?
Into the Fruit Loops guy.
Oh, Fruit Loops guys. Oh, cool.
No, the pelicans are the pink. Pelicans are pink, and they're the things that stand on one leg.
That's a flamingo.
You know what? You're totally right. I'm an idiot, dude.
A flamingo, baby, you stand on one leg. It's a song by Violent Femmes. It's the only reason I know that.
That's the only reason you know that?
Well, it's called Pink Flamingo, and then he's like, you stand on one leg. So he said they stand on one leg and they're pink. I'm like, wait a second. No, that's a flamingo. My favorite bird is Donald Duck. He's a duck. He's got wings.
He's a duck. I've noticed myself doing this a lot today. So my follow-up question to your bird, your very stupid bird question would be, does this bother you? Do you think my impersonation is accurate?
Enjoy it.
Or does it bother you?
I like it. I mean, if that's me, I don't think I sound anything like that, but apparently others do. So roll with it. It's all right.
Then pretty much this sounds exactly like you.
Yeah. I keep asking the questions. I asked what planes, what birds you like. It's your turn.
In terms of people peeing on people, are you pro-pee or anti-pee? Pro-pee or con-pee?
I would say in the right setting, pro-pee.
What's the right setting? Candlelight?
No, a shower. I get very pissed off if that got all over my bed.
Follow-up question. Do you pee in the shower?
No. True statement.
I believe you.
To say that I have never would be lying. But I almost always pee. Almost always. When the first thing I do when I get out of the shower, I'll get a little personal. I dry my ass and I take a piss.
When you get out? First thing you do when you get out?
Yeah.
All right.
Why do people pee in the shower anyway? Like, what's I mean, we've all done it, but what is the deal with that? I don't get it.
It's a drain.
Yeah, but you're also there trying to get clean in your feet, and like, it seems like a.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I don't know. Doesn't bother me.
Why? So you pee in the shower? Are you taking it?
I mean, it's not like a ritual, but I don't have any.
Do you shit in the shower? Has the thought ever crossed your mind on a serious note? Have you ever gotten in the shower and be like, God damn it, I gotta take a shit. Should I just shit in here? I've never done it, but the thought has crossed my mind.
Jonny, no, the thoughts never crossed my mind.
Could you imagine what kind of a disaster that could be?
Oh.
Like, what are you doing?
That you should do. Well, no, because peeing in the shower is just going down the drain.
So with the shit.
Water going down the drain.
So with the shit.
But that's solid. That would clog your drain up.
Fucking turn the water on warm. You fucking, milk it down. It could be after a long night of drinking.
I would like to thank everybody. I would like to thank everybody for tuning into the podcast this week. It sure was fun talking to you, Jonny. Hey, great time. Go like, follow, subscribe. If you want to see our faces, go to the YouTubes.
I'm glad you're doing it today.
Yeah, man.
But seriously, on a side note, it would really only happen after a long night of drinking. You know what I mean? Like, so your stomach would be liquidy. It'd probably be an easier, like more like pee. And on that note, everybody, thank you once again for joining us here on the podcast.
We're going to have a guest joining us next week because apparently that's what we need now. We can't be
left. We can't be left unsupervised.
Left to our own. Yeah, we can't be left up to our own devices because it turns into a.
I was just talking about shitting in the shower, bro.
Yeah. And the guy that edits it is going to put it out there on the internet. Thanks for listening. Yeah. We'll see you next time.
See you next week on the Whateverbuddy podcast. Whateverbuddy.com. Wow. Later. That's a good one.